Me again, thanks again for the invitation. These are my disclosures. The first paper we published regarding glue goes back to 2016, which was published in Journal of Phlebology, and was our first experience. As you can see, what we did here is we compared laser versus glue, almost the same closure rates, but regarding the quality of life data, we have some well-being, and certainly the procedure is easier and very, very well tolerated by the patient. Then with another group, we published another paper. It's 2017, which was published in Journal of Vascular Surgery, and the same protocol, almost the same protocol, and the results are again same. Same closure rates, not better than laser, but the quality data is better than the laser. And interesting, an Italian group collected the data, the 7 studies with using Turkish glue, 1,000 limbs, and occlusion rate at 12 months is 96%, and at 13% is 94%. As you can see, it seems wonderful results. There's a new second generation glue in that there's a light which is in some way it gets life slightly easier. And in another study, again from Turkey, not from my group, they compared 3 things, laser, radiofrequency, and glue. And actually all of them works very well, almost 90% closure rates, but the difference is glue is looking better for per-procedure pain, return to work, and decreased ECSS scale. So what we got here is good closure rate and better quality of life. But there are some questions regarding the glue. Nothing can be 100% innocent. And first of all, long-term data. Still, we got the maximum 5 years long-term data with glue, with American glue. We got 3 years data with Turkish glue. Yes, it's good, but definitely it's not enough. And there are 3 concerns regarding glue is phlebitis, granuloma formation, and long staph. In American series with using Venacil, the phlebitis rate is quite high. I don't really know why. Maybe it's because of the definition of the phlebitis. Maybe we are not very strong in definition for phlebitis. The composition might be different. Continuous delivery, with using Turkish glue, we use continuous delivery. It may not leave gaps between drops, and it may decrease the phlebitis rate. But as you can see in Venacil, the phlebitis is up to 20%. In Turkish glue, is only 4%. In our country, we have a full reimbursement for glue. Each Turkish students can get free that procedure. And I believe company told me recent experience over 120,000 cases with glue. We don't have any reported granuloma in Turkey. In American series, in Venacil, there are some reports regarding the granuloma, but we don't have it. I cannot say we are not going to see forever, but definitely so far we haven't seen. My personal experience is up to 6 years, I haven't seen any patient so far. My problem with glue, not Turkish glue, with all of glues is, if you leave a big gap between saphenofemoral junction and the anterior superior saphenous vein, you may end up with recurrence. This is the reason why I like to be 2 centimeters close to the saphenofemoral junction. With American glue, you can't do it because the polymerization time is quite long. But with Turkish glue, is a sudden closure, and we can do it. Actually, we do suggest 3 centimeters, but recently I like to be 2 centimeters away to the saphenofemoral junction. In almost all patients, I like to close the orifice of the anterior accessory saphenous vein, and which I believe it reduces the recurrence rate. You can ask me, has superficial venous management already moved away from the thermal techniques? No. At the beginning, we used only laser. Currently, we are using laser and radiofrequency. But this decade, 2022 and 2030, will be laser, radiofrequency, glue, and partly MOCA years. Regarding the small saphenous vein, if you ask me, I definitely suggest glue ablation, not thermal techniques here, because thermal techniques may cause some neurological damages. And for short saphenous vein, the future seems to be glue or mocha. Recently, we started to use Turkish glue for perforating veins. Actually, the original paper was published by Irvin Thunder. What we did is we treated over 50 legs, and on those veins, it's very easy procedure. Under ultrasound examination, you are just putting a small cannula, which is usually 16 gauge, to the perforating vein. Just in the fascia level, you are just injecting glue, can you see, and you are having sudden closure. Recently, I'm doing all of the perforating veins only with glue. I did use radiofrequency for a while. I'm using sometimes, very rarely, laser ablation, but glue definitely works for perforating very well. This is our experience. At the beginning, in the learning curve, it was 60%, but now currently our closure rate is almost 90%. And still, we do have 10% failure rate, but it's understandable. And ulcer rate is definitely better, and ABVQ data do show very good data. And we believe in our country, with using Turkish glue, we are having very good results for this one. And finally, and lastly, we'd like to invite you to our meeting in Istanbul, and definitely we are going to make a good deal, good price for our Egyptian friends. Actually, we have been discussing this issue with Vasile for a while, but as soon as this coronavirus problem gets over, we have to sit together and we can make a good organization with our Egyptian friends. Even we can make an Arabic session. I mean, it's all up to you. Thanks a lot.